All right, Transformation Fitness and Wellness Fitness Professional Training Program Fulfillment of Service. What we're going to talk about today is obviously client programming. This is going to be a huge component, and it's going to be an important component because that's just a big portion of our program is like the programming itself, the application, the coaching, things of that nature. So I'm going to cruise through here. So what we're going to review today is review the program for TF Wellness, client programming, team training, and client programming, individual training. Difference in team training and individual training. Team training, we will work as a group for the programming. The individual training, we have a program design tool that's kind of laid out that helps us or guides us through the programming properly. So those are the two big differences in the team and individual. And some of the other things, obviously, individual is individual coaching, team is in the team atmosphere. But each of them still have the accountability coach and some individual coaching outside the session. So Transformation Fitness and Wellness provides educated solutions to individuals who have struggled and who are continuing to struggle with their fitness and health. This is accomplished by identifying and implementing required fitness and wellness components. So we develop individualized programs that are designed to help clients understand and learn how to be healthy and fit for a lifetime. So that, we design one for individuals, so individual training, and then obviously team training. Team training, there's not much difference based upon, we lay out the application, we have progression, regression. So, most people can be very, very successful in the team format. As fitness professionals, it is our obligation and responsibility to ensure that the client understands and implements the fitness and wellness components we have designed for them. All fitness professionals will implement the training protocols that are displayed below or in the next couple slides here. We must require clients to add these components to their daily life to ensure they become habits. That's another thing. We'll work on habit modification. So we're going to educate the client and then try to break some of the habits that are holding that client back. So, we do the nutritional and supplementation, which this is a totally different training module. Coaching and accountability, we'll get into this component as well. We're going to talk a lot about the resistance training and the cardiovascular training. Warm up and stretches, I think you'd put all these three together. The thing has changed with the cardiovascular training. We actually developed a cardio class just to get more specific for our clients. Clients were doing cardio outside the session, but their intensity level probably was not where it needed to be. So we designed a cardio class that all of our clients have access to. And this will help them understand the intensity. We have heart rate monitors they can wear, they can purchase. And we have the ability to display those heart rate monitors and look at their intensity, caloric expenditure, things of that nature. The warm-up and stretching, we do have some warm-ups built into the team training and individual training as well. And then the stretching, some foam rolling, soft tissue activation. We have some documents and then obviously some videos for that component as well. So the team training programming meeting will be on every Thursday of the week to develop the outline for the next month's program. So one individual will be in charge of programming in general and come up with the structure. Then other staff members will help with different ideas and bounce new strategies, in that room and off one another to really continue to help develop the team and as individuals as well. So during the meeting, the fitness professional will submit and discuss and decide the goals and structure of the programming. Again, we'll have one person ahead of this, but the other fit pros will bring other ideas and information. So it's good we're collaborating. Here's kind of an outline for the process. Team needs fitness professionals. We're going to do it every Thursday of the week to develop outline of programming. Team submits and discusses and decides on goals and structure of programming for the next month. Develop structure, obviously develop goals, focus on programming for that month. Monday, Tuesday is one program. Wednesday, Thursday is another, and Friday, Saturday is another. So that's kind of the structure, how we lay out the program for team. Write ideas on a whiteboard in the meeting in the back office area. Team members submit ideas and structure and exercise. We'll write out on a whiteboard, make sure ideas and exercise fit with the goal of programming for the month. Final submission of goals and structure, and the team can write full program if time allows. So it may take a while, so we get some structure going, and we may start that at the beginning of the month, and we get some structure going for the next month, and maybe multiple months out. Maybe we want to push out, the next 3 months. So we'll start writing that program out. We may not get finished with it, but every Thursday until we're done, we'll work on it. And, you might walk back there and look at it and think in your downtime and jot some other ideas. So that way it's, it gives us some time to reflect and look at it. Team meets Thursday to work on programming. If programming already is complete for the next month, team meets to review and finalize programming. Obviously, if programming is not complete, team discusses exercises and kind of fine tunes it and gets it on the board and gets the structure laid out. Once the program is finalized, it will be placed into the program design tool. The lead fit professional will place the new program into the program design tool to be converted to PDF. The program can also be placed into Excel format and saved as a PDF. So we want to make sure we get it saved over into Dropbox, which I'll show you where that's at. Also, when we finish up the program for the next month, we need to be out on the floor reviewing that programming, testing it out, and we try to do that on the Thursday before the next month and make sure we're good to go, know how to coach, cue, things of that nature. And this is a picture, obviously, the program design tool where you can go in and go to the advanced setting. And I'm going to go to this next stage where we can input the structure of the programming. Now, all of our programming for advanced or team may not fit this format. So we always don't have to use the program design tool for the team training component. We've used Excel formats and things like that. As long as we're getting it saved in PDF format and over into the appropriate folder, and then also up into the Adobe Cloud, so that our coaches out on the floor can record and communicate and understand that record weights and all those things. So again, we don't always have to put team training in the program design tool. Now, we are working on a new format for Zen Planner that will roll out, and Zen Planner will be able to store all our programming. I haven't got that done yet, and obviously I'll have to shoot a whole new training module. We'll still talk about the programming, set it up the same way, but then we'll dump it down into Zen Planner, which will be another whole video. So that will be coming soon. This just shows, after converting the PDF to the program, will be saved in Dropbox under 30 fulfillment, then under team training programs, advanced team training if need be, and or regular team training. So this just shows you the fulfillment, team training programs, advanced or regular. That's where you need to save the document just based upon if it's advanced, goes in advanced, obviously, regular goes in regular, and it's going to be based upon month as well, January, February, March of that year. So we save all of our programming. We can go back, look at last year's programming. That way, if we want to repeat something that went really well, we'll do that, or if we want to tweak it and make it better. So that's why we save that information. So the individual programming protocol is just a little bit different. We'll have all of our Fit Pros utilize the program design tool that follows TFW guidelines. You will have multiple options when programming for individual clients. The program design tool will give you the ability to build and build different workouts. So build a strength size workout, a fat loss workout, a beginner workout, a custom program, or all around one-on-one program. So it has multiple options. So I'm going to go through the outline of how that's going to work, and then I'll go into a demo process and show you. Now, if we want to customize and make changes from the program design tool, the Fit Pros will need to communicate that with the lead Fit Pro. So that way, if the new exercise fits our model or not. And you have to explain that and make sure that exercise is a good exercise to utilize, and it's an educated exercise. So we will add new exercises if we think they're good enough to pass, and basically everybody will decide on that. Obviously, Head Fit Pro has a final decision, and we're not going to keep you in a box, but we are going to put a lot of structure around our programming. If the client is new, you'll need to open the program design tool in Dropbox under 30 fulfillment folder, then 30-4 program design folder, then 30-program design tools. If you have established clients open the client-specific program design tool in their workout folder. I'll show you the difference. I know it's kind of confusing. So if it's a brand new client, you got to go find the program design tool and design their first program. When you design their first program, you will save that program design tool under the individual client you designed it for. You also save a PDF, because that PDF will have to be converted up into the cloud, so we can use that on the floor. And I'll walk you through all this here. So here's what kind of shows you client programming, individual training. You go to 30.fulfillment, 30-4 program design, and then program design tool, and you'll open a program design tool up. So that will give you access to the program design tool and the structure. You'll put the new client's information in there. When you save it, you will save it under the individual client's folder. Here's an example. Insert name, age of client, who the program is for. So it just gives you an example of this. We're going to walk through this portion here. Use cardio X button to establish cardio programming. We used to do that. We still have that option. If somebody was traveling, we can design a cardio program for them. Again, we structure it. We have a class now, so you typically don't have to do this, but you may have to do this. Insert cardio sled test data if you're going to do the cardio portion, resting heart rate, maximum heart rate. We do have an option for all clients to do a cardio sled test to get really the cardiovascular capacity. And this information can be plugged into this cardio program, and it helps with designing more specific intensities for the client. Again, we have a cardio class for this, and we recommend everybody use heart rate monitors. That way we can get different intensities for those clients. Here's the section where you create the workout. Select desired workout format. So click desired program tab, whether strength, size, fat loss, beginner, custom, all around one-on-one. Again, I'll take you through these steps. Here's what it's going to look like once you go. So this is an example of the strength and size program. Once inside, it really is here's where the structure starts. If you look over to the left here, it has 1A core, 1B corrective, 1A quad dominant, 2B push, 3A hip dominant, 4A pull, then 4A metabolic process. So if you do want to throw some metabolic training in there, and then 5A and 5B are bonuses. So if you can get, it's a 30-minute session. So if you can get to those components, that's great. So we always try to program design some type of core activation or core movement in there. And then on top of that, we'll do some type of correctives. So that way we're addressing two of the things that are important, obviously. And from that, we will go into like a quad dominant movement, a push, which is probably going to be upper body, hip dominant, and a pull movement. So you're getting your foundations of your programming set. You get your push, pull, hip hinge, the posterior chain. So that way you're hitting what you need to hit with that program. And then metabolic, you can choose to really drive their metabolic process. And then bonuses, if you want to add, a couple other core activation movements or core movements, and or if they need specific training for specific areas, you can always add those. So this just gives you an overview in how the structure is laid out. If you're in the strength size program, you'll have a progression of reps and sets established based on the type of program. And if I go back here, you'll see that strength size program is going to go in with 3 sets of 12, 12, 12, and it'll progress out 8, 8, 8, 6, or 5, 5, 5. So obviously you see week 1 to 4, 5 through 8, 9 through 12. You can push that strength component, strength and size, all the way out to 5 sets of 5. So that's a natural structure for that programming. You also have a structure for the types of exercise and order of the exercise. So I kind of went through this already: the core, the correctives, the quad dominant, the push, the hip dominant, the pull, the metabolic process, and then obviously bonus movements if time allows. So here's an example of if you start filling those things in. So a farmer's walk, maybe you go down and back to turf, squat to stand, maybe 2 sets of 5. Then you would start adding other, obviously, exercises. A quad dominant exercise would be next. So say it was a pistol squat, 3 sets of 12, and you did a push movement, so a dumbbell bench. The push movement can either be horizontal or vertical. So it really depends on, again, specific clients. So when adding exercise, you'll have the option, obviously, selecting exercises to correlate. Again, once you have filled out all the desired movements and reps, you need to save the document. So you can save this document, and you can also print it out or save it as a PDF. And I'll show you all this. So here is an example of this workout filled out, where it has pistol squats, bench, single leg deadlift, self-assisted pull-up or chin-ups, kettlebell snatch, sled push. So that's just an example. So once you click the print week 1 to 4 button, it will take you to a page that will allow you to see the workout along with the ability to add notes in the program. So this is a nice structure to the program, and it gives you an opportunity to obviously put any notes you need to or add anything you want here. This is where you can print this to a PDF or basically convert this over to a PDF as well. So be detailed and describe the description of exercise in the note section to the right. Basically, you want to make sure that, if you have a client that has issues, again, you would want to put a lot of notes over here just to communicate that out to other fit pros and yourself. So that way you can refer back to it every time you go to this program when you're training the client. When ready to save the document, you will press the Control-Alt button on the keypad at the same time. And obviously you can go to the print default and go to the PDF, which again, I'll show you that process live here, and we'll walk through it on screen as well. Once you press the button on the keypad, it will take you to a new screen that will allow you to save the document as PDF. And here's an example. So you can scroll down and save as, and you can change that program design. You want to save it as a PDF. Again, so save Excel sheet as a PDF. When finished, go save the PDF tab and click and save program in desired folder. Again, you want to put that program that's specific to that client inside their individual client folder. That way, next time you come to work on their next month's programming, the last month's is already in there. You can go in and start manipulating the new programming. Save the workout folder in desired client's folder. Save as last name, first name, workout date. Save the client-specific program design tool as an Excel file. Save the workout folder in the desired client's folder. Save as last name, first name. That's supposed to be PDF and date. All right, so I'm going to kick you out of here. We're going to jump right over to Dropbox, and I will show you this. So it's going to be under 30 fulfillment. You hit 30 fulfillment. We go down. Program design tool is 30-4. We'll open this up. Program design tool. So we have, and this needs cleaned up a little bit, which I'll put this in an old folder. These are some people's programs that were saved, and we have a few years of where we changed the program design tool and made it better over these years. So we'll jump in here, new copy. So it's going to kick me right into this. It takes a few minutes because it is a really large file. All right, there it is. So we're going to pull it up here, and it should look like this. What you can do, you can put your name, you can put the full name too, obviously. It'll take that information and the age. And then let's just say I want to go into so you guys seen the strength and size component. Let's go into a fat loss. So the fat loss is going to be structured a little bit different. We're going to have a core corrective here, so we can choose which. So maybe it's a cable chop. And I'm going to pop back because I think if we went to the FMS and the client had a specific need. So if the client had struggled with a hurdle step, we're going to choose hurdle step. I forgot this component here. And you can select that, and it's going to change the availability of the corrective. So it makes more sense for that client. So again, I'm going to jump over to the fat loss. Let's see, it should change me out. Okay, hurdle step. Okay, fat loss. Cable lift, cable chop, there's going to be more of them. Plank on ball, rollouts, knee tucks. So it's going to go through a lot. Oh, this is core. Sorry, I'm going to go hit the correctives next. So all the core movements, alligator walks, and it gives me. I can do down back, I can do reps, whatever it may be, and it's going to fill in. Okay, correctives here. It's going to only select the correctives that correlate to so bowler squats, lunge with torso rotation, hip mobility, wall press, iso runner pose, foam stick roller, elevated mountain climbers, dead bugs. Let's see what we got on here. These are all Cook hip lifts. These are all correlations with the active straight leg. We'll do 2 sets of 5 there. We'll jump into quad dominant. Again, I'll show you a couple. We have a ton of different quad dominant movements. So say it's barbell front squat. And then a push movement, it's going to be bench, single arm, barbell, incline. So all these different landmine presses, landmine press. Again, hip dominant, ton of the hip dominant movements. Let's go barbell RDL. And then a pull. And again, a ton of them to choose from. And these are all correlations to what we have available here in the facility. So standing cable row. And in the metabolic process, there's a ton. With kettlebell complexes, high pulls. And this could go into a ratio of, 3 sets or 2 sets of 30 seconds work, 30 seconds rest. So you can kind of edit these out. And then bonuses, you can type in what you want. So sled push or something like that. When I go over to print week 1 through 4, boom, it's going to pull all this information up. So it pulls the program up, name. If you want to put the goal, fat loss. If you want to put notes, right knee pain. You can put anything you want. Again, obviously, I would design 2 workouts. I only designed 1, and I'll kick back to show you that. So that was just one. We'd finish it down here. And if we went to print, you can hit it here. That will try to print the program. So what we'll do is we'll do Control P, and it's going to kick us here. So here it shows you what the print's going to look like. And then from here, we're going to save it as. So we're going to jump out of this and save as. We'll browse, go to which file. You're going to name it. Says, Tony, blah, blah, blah. You're going to put all the information in. Let me jump back and show you the saving format again. So you save as last name, first name, and workout date. Obviously, you probably want to be specific. You can do workout date because then you'll save it under that specific month's folder. And I'll show you here. So first name, last name. So last name, first name, excuse me. And our, you want to do underscore. What is it? April 8th, 2016. And then we'll save it just like that. Obviously, I'm not going to save this here. I'm going to kick you back out and we'll show you a couple different examples. So we're going to return. So we're back over here. I'm going to zip out of this program design tool and jump back over to Fit Pros, and then active clients, individual clients. So it'll show you. So say, let's jump into Alex's here. It's going to have assessment data, client photos, and exercise programs. That's where you save the documents for this. So his program is December 2015, January 2016. And we can pull this up. So you have a PDF and the Excel. So I'm going to actually close this Excel down because I don't want to save this. And we are going to open this Excel format. Again, it takes a few seconds because this file is so large. Enable content, open it up. So this is going to show you the workout. So he actually designed a 3-day workout. Workout A, B, and C. and then obviously filled in a lot of ropes and progressions and things of that nature. So I'm going to kick out of this and return back, and then return to home page. So he did a little bit of what he did was more of when he kicked into the let me show you here. When he kicked into the print, he did a lot of editing on the workout inside here, which you can, so you can add information. You don't always have to do that. That's getting a little bit more specific again because it's one-on-one client. But as long as it has the structure and format that we require for training clients at TFW. So that gives you example of how it looks when it saves. Again, I'm going to show you this. Don't save. It's going to be under here. Boom. He has a PDF as well. It's going to pull it up. Here's the PDF of it. And it has, he did an 8-week program for this gentleman. A little bit more specific. Obviously, he put some rep schemes and set schemes in. I'll pull it up. It's going to stay fuzzy on this. So, again, we go inside here. And we're almost done with this. I know this is a long training video, but it's very good and very important. So what he has done, he's put the exercises in warm-up superset, and then he did a little bit more. This is more of a custom program design. So he was able to do a warm-up set and then the superset and go into that format. And then the second workout's workout A, workout B, strength circuit for time. So he's edited these out. And then obviously workout C is edited. It's a cardio circuit, 40/20s. So that's a little bit more custom. I'm going to pull out of this and show you a different version. So there's one for Denise here. A little slow, like I said. It's a pretty big file, and it's going to show. You may see a little thing that pops up, enable macros. You want to make sure you enable those macros. So he did some customization on this as well with the programming. If you obviously return to home page, put her information in, and then was playing around with different aspects of the program. So you can do that as well. And I'm gonna keep moving here. So you can go in like this one and then add and then edit these out. Again, this is not a great example. Let me find one other one here. Oops. Sorry, I had to find this PDF, or it's trying to pull this PDF up in this Excel format. So again, you see this, we're on the print page. Obviously, Kendra's put a lot of really good notes in here to make sure that she remembers. And obviously, if any other FitPro trains it, Mike, they have this information. So she's kept that standard structure. A, B, so you got a shoulder or a corrective in a stretch or activation, a barbell bench, curls, swings, body saw, goblet squats. So if we kick back, it's going to show in here 2-day custom. Again, exercise 1A, 1B. So this shows you a better structure of it and how it works. So this is, obviously the programming, we want to have some standard formatting for this, but we do give you a little bit of freedom. And the program design tool is always going to be used to lay out the program, because it's going to give you better structure and more understanding of how programming should. So the progression, regression, things like that. So hopefully this has helped. You'll get in the program design tool and play around with it, start making your own programs, and then we'll coach you through that component. So from here, we'll start working on the next module.